Yes. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another hot episode of a very special podcast. Ooga. This is the podcast in which we talk about all of your favorite TV series from yesteryear, yes, and then we discuss them over a glass of wine. I'm your host, Patrick M. Dunn. You probably remember me from the previous, 100-ish eps, and I'm joined here tonight, as always, by Kat Halstead, Queen of Books.
Ooh, that's a new title. No wonder people say I'm intimidating.
So I wanted to mix it up tonight. And I knew you're the queen, but we didn't know what you're the queen of. So I just threw in books because you just dropped a book, right?
I did. I just released Perfect Imperfections. You can get it on Amazon.
I don't think I know anything about this. I'm not going to lie.
You're not going to lie? That's because you don't listen to me. You don't listen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that. So for all 11 listeners out there and myself, what is Perfect Imperfections about? Tell us about this dashing tale.
It is the story of two friends who are in Hollywood trying to make it. One is the star of a TV show that's ending, and the other has been his personal assistant for several years, but she gets her own TV show, and their stars are rising and falling. And they're trying to figure out their lives and their fame and their relationship with each other.
Very emotional. So is this loosely based on like The Big Bang Theory or something?
No, how do you tie this into The Big Bang Theory?
I don't know. You said it's about a very popular show that's ending, and we know The Big Bang Theory's ending. I know this is about Sheldon.
No, nothing like that.
Yeah, so buy her book on Amazon or Smash Books. What did you call it?
It's just on Amazon right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, we were talking about Smash Burger. I just had the word smash in my head.
There is a website called Smashwords where you can get, the rest of my books.
Yeah, go to Smashwords. Not to be confused with Smash Burger, the fast food joint, and Smash, the short-lived TV series starring Catherine McPhee. Is that who's in it? And Deborah Messing? Was she in that too?
I mean, I knew it existed, but I wasn't watching that. I'm a Glee girl.
I'm a neither girl, so... Anyway, if you're here for the format tonight, all 11 of you and Heather, if you're here for the format tonight where we talk about your favorite TV series from yesteryear, you're going to have to sit this one out, girl, because we're going back to... It's been 2 years since we've last done one of these?
Yeah, it's been forever. But guess what, everybody? We're back.
Yes, we're back. Backstreet's back. All right. Because we're doing... a music video. And in case you didn't hear that lame tease, we're doing Everybody Backstreet's Back by the Backstreet Boys. And you're giggling like it's the funniest thing that was ever uttered in this podcast.
I'm cracking up. I just got home from work, okay? I'm thankful I am away from having to talk about political surveys and ridiculous people, and I get to talk about the Backstreet Boys instead.
Yeah, you get to talk about Nick Carter dressed like a mummy. I don't know, there's a Frankenstein in this, and a Dracula, and a Jekyll and Hyde, and a Wolfman, the old Wolfman. Can't wait to talk about that. Looking forward to it. This is kind of all right. We definitely should have saved this for Here Comes the Booze, our Halloween themed eps, but I don't know. We just wanted to get this out of the way. So this is our preamble to Halloween, I think.
Yes, let's be real. We're so close. Dinosaur Dracula has already started his Halloween countdown.
Yeah, so shout out to Dinosaur Dracula.
I have already bought Halloween decorations at the Dollar Tree.
I haven't yet, but you did send me some hot t-shirts that you saw at Target that we're going to try to mimic as merch, as hot podcast merch.
Yeah.
Style as well. Well, technically, did Target copy us? Because we had Here Comes the Booze before they had I'm just here for some booze. What did it say?
I'm here for the booze or something. Listen, we just have to change it by 30% of it, and we're good.
Yeah. And Here Comes the Booze. We got it. We got it. Yeah. So stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned, all 11 of you and Heather. You get to hear us talk about, I don't know, probably Roseanne again. We have some hot stuff to talk about her this year. This is going to be definitely a big one for us.
Yes.
And we get some other spooks and scares and screams coming your way. But tonight we're going to 1998 Orlando.
Yeah, let's just say that's where we're going, because that makes the most sense.
Yeah, and then, you know what? The Backstreet Boys timeline's so confusing because they were super big in Europe, in 96 or 95 or something.
Yeah, so they formed in Orlando because Lou Pearlman put them all together. And Lou
Yes.
Pearlman turns out to be super
And
sketchy on like multiple levels.
oh yeah, he turns out to be the villain in the story. He is like the man
Oh yeah.
who he's the creepy old man who just brought all these like boy bands together, like Backstreet Boys and Sync 5. Did he do 5?
Yeah, not maybe not five. LFO totally. He was behind O Town, so and like a bunch of other like really small like maybe had one hit,
Yeah, so
barely.
I think the whole like Lou Pearlman model was it was like the early '90s. I don't know. He went with all right. So like, wasn't he originally like? Didn't he? Wasn't he involved with blimps like originally?
Okay, so like here's the Lou Pearlman thing, basics.
All right. Shall we do a Lou Pearlman minute?
Basically,
The Lou. How about the Lou Pearlman lowdown?
yeah, the lowdown on Lou Pearlman. So he starts basically a Ponzi scheme back in New York where he says he owns like a couple of airplanes and a blimp or whatever that can do promotional stuff. The blimp can do promotional stuff. The planes can do like charter trips for like fancy rich people or groups like New Edition and the Backstreet, or not the Backstreet Boys, New Kids on the Block.
Yeah, like the old SWV, Sisters with Voices, maybe.
Yeah, like he maybe rented some planes from another country, from another company. Like he didn't own any planes. Like all like the stuff from his promotional material was like a toy little plane, like a Mattel Hot Wheels plane that he used for the pictures.
Oh, he like took a picture of it. And he had it like flying against like a crayon blue background.
Blue sky. Yeah.
We gotta find pics of that.
Like he took it out to like a field in Jersey and like took a picture of it like flying in the air. Like, yeah.
Like dangling from like a fishing hook, like an invisible string.
Something like that. Yeah, like it's really ridiculous. And like people gave this man money and money and money and total Ponzi scheme type thing. He somehow like met the guy behind New Edition and was like, I could totally do this. So he moved to Florida.
Around that time, it was like New Edition.
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block. They like had that whole thing. It was the early 90s, and they were like making bank and merch, and they had like buttons.
Right before like things changed in the 90s.
So he kind of like was like, I'm gonna do this.
Lou Pearlman's like, oh, this looks like even easier way to scam and get money.
I don't have to dangle a fake airplane from a fishing hook against like the New Jersey skyline.
Yeah, I don't have to make like fake stock reports. And so he like goes and he forms like the Backstreet Boys. And here's the thing. They actually are talented and they take off in Europe. Like Europe was like at the point when the Backstreet Boys formed, we were like into the major grunge stuff here.
Yes.
You know?
But Europe was in like a whole new level. They were into things like Ace of Base and...
Yeah. Europe was definitely more into pop, but Europe and Asia and stuff were more into pop. Like, hello, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Alyssa Milano were like pop stars over there.
They were like super big. Like Jennifer Love Hewitt wasn't even on PO5 yet, and here she is.
Yeah.
Like, singing tunes in I don't know, Sweden maybe.
Yeah, off her Kids Incorporated.
Her and Fergie.
Yeah.
Fergie-licious.
So yes. So over here, we're into grunge, and over in Europe and Asia, whatever, they're into the poppy, bubbly stuff. And the Backstreet Boys, like, really take off. And Lou Pearlman's like, if I did this once, I could do this again. So that's how we get in sync.
And so on. We get all these, like, other little subsidiaries.
I do think that there was a little jealousy because Lou started to, like, pay more attention to the new NSYNC guys, not as much to the Backstreet Boys. And then, like, both groups eventually left Lou Pearlman's management and whatever, and had to sue to get paid because he wasn't paying them.
Yeah, all right. So I was reading it. So it was like Brian Littrell or something from Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
He was like, wait, hold on. So we're making like $1 million, but between the 5 of us, we're only getting paid like $20,000, and we have to split it. It was like some like ridiculously low amount of money that they had to split. So they would have been better off working at like Burger King or Smashburger or something.
Yeah.
They're basically getting paid nothing to do this, to like fly around the world, make music.
They're working their little butts off, and they're getting paid like nothing.
Yeah, so
So,
but like it wasn't like Lou Pearlman like, oh, like it's all like tied up in like the money's not liquid yet. We have to liquefy the money because it's caught up in like Swedish accounts or something.
yeah, because he was like, I think at this time he was still running a little bit of the airline scam too.
Oh yeah, I think he was like crossing streams.
Yeah.
He was like mixing and matching.
Yeah, he was just like total scam artist. There's a whole Vanity Fair confidential about this.
Yes.
And it even goes into the darker side of Lou Pearlman.
Yeah, because wasn't he also involved in like pedophilia as well?
Yes, there are
Allegedly.
alleged allegations.
He even like tried some things with some big names too, didn't he? Like some of our bigger of the boy band.
Yeah, like there were rumors that he would pick his favorite of the young guys and do whatever it was he did.
Yes. So we're not going to get into that here. If you want to hear that, go to vanityfair.com.
No.
And I don't know, search. Oh, just go to Google and just write like Lou Pearlman Vanity Fair article, and it was like was it published around the time of his death?
Yeah, like there's there's the show on Investigation Discovery called Vanity Fair Confidential, and it's like a whole episode about this, like all his scams and stuff.
I don't think I've seen it, but I'll definitely peep it out. Maybe we should have done that for the podcast, or maybe we still can. We could still do another Lou Pearlman lowdown.
Just what we need.
But that's the Lou Pearlman lowdown. He died like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yes.
In prison. He like went to jail. Eventually his crimes caught up to him. His scandals, his schemes.
Yeah, I think it was like tax evasion that finally got him.
Yeah, it's like that whole like Al Capone thing. Like they had nothing else to get him on, so let's just get him on tax evasion.
Exactly.
And they threw him the slammer. They threw the book at him.
Because that's like the easiest thing to get somebody on.
I know. So if you're a criminal mastermind, just make sure you do your taxes correctly, because if not, the feds will be onto you like flies on shit.
I mean, they won't call you with a robo voice and like tell you you're in trouble, but they'll track you down.
Yeah, like you get those phone calls too?
Yes, and I'm like, really? People fall for this?
If you do not get that IRS phone call, tweet us at Very Podcast and like tell us like how you managed to escape this phone call, like this infamous like voicemail that you get. That's like it's the new Nigerian prince.
I've got it like 3 times today, and I'm just like, no.
Like I feel bad for people that actually like fall victim to that. Like, here's my bank account number.
Like, really? The IRS is not going to call you and be like, yeah, we're coming to get you. No, they're going to send you letters and letters and letters before they send somebody to your house.
Yeah, then they're going to show up at your house. They're going to kick in your door. They're going to have those little, like, those earpieces in with, like, the little, like the little phone curl cord in their ears. Getting direct orders from Donald Trump himself, because you know him, he's a money grubber. They're gonna drag your ass to the local courthouse. They're gonna, I don't know, throw you in jail. You're gonna be in Lou Pearlman's old cell until you die. There, just like Lou Pearlman did in like 2016 or something. He died, and you know what? I hope he's like rotten in hell or the hell equivalent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the real Lois Pearlman lowdown. I almost said Ron Perlman. Not to confuse Perlmans.
My.
So, in case you, I don't know, fast forwarded to 15 minutes into this podcast, we are going to be doing the Everybody Backstreet's Back music video, which, is this their first big U.S. hit?
No.
Okay. Yeah, hot scoop. I will debunk that in a minute. But this is like their second one, or third maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
They were definitely starting to become the Backstreet Boys phenomenon. But I feel like this is where things really kind of went over the edge. Yeah,
we're at, like, it's 1998. The world is a wildly different place. Before we get into Backstreet Boys' Everybody music video, do you want to talk about the top 5 songs that were climbing up the charts on the week this song was released in the U.S.?
Yeah, tell me what the top 5 songs were.
All right, so I decided to go with the U.S. release instead of, because I think the song like originally came out in 1997 in the UK, whatever, Europe, but the US release was like a year later on the week of April 4th, 1998. And I think that's around the same time the music video is released. So that's what we're going with, girl. That's what we're going with. So are you ready for the top 5 song that week? I think you're going to like this one. We know and love this one. We've sang it a million times. You've even talked about it on the podcast. Do you have any guesses?
No idea. I can't even guess what these are because I have so many songs that I loved from back then and I still listen to. So
I'm going to give you one hot hint. It's also a theme song of a television series, and they replaced the theme song on the Hulu edition.
Oh, it's I Don't Want to Wait.
Yes, by our gal pal Paula Cole. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over.
We know and love this song. We sang it at karaoke, maybe. We've, I don't know, just hummed it in our head while we're at work. Sang along to it in the car.
Yeah, I definitely sing along to it in the car.
Sang it while you were driving to the place where Pacey worked at when you went to go visit Wilmington, North Carolina, because you wanted to like go in style. You wanted to drive into Wilmington in style. So yeah, that's the top 5 song in America the week of April 4th, 1998. Do you have any guesses at what number 4 is? I'll give you a hint. It's also a Backstreet Boys song, but it's not everybody.
Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
No. It's As Long As You Love Me.
Oh, God, that's what I mean. God. I suck.
Is that their first official U.S. hit? I don't know the chronology of Backstreet Boys.
That's the music video where they're doing like the model interview thing.
Oh, yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
And there's like the girl who played Gia from General Hospital.
Who played Gia in General Hospital?
Marissa Ramirez, I think. No, wait, I'm getting her confused with the other.
Oh, no, Marissa Ramirez isn't Marissa Ramirez in the Everybody music video?
I don't think so.
Hold on. Shall we do a hot Siri search on this right now?
Live research.
Hey Siri. Who is the model in the Everybody music video? Oh, it's supermodel Josie Maran, who appears as Howie's companion in his vignette. So maybe you're right. Maybe you are right. So shout out to Josie Maran, who was born May 8th, 1978. Girl, she old. She's also had some television and radio appearances. She appeared on The Howard Stern Show in 2000, The Late Late Show with Craig Kilborn, 2004, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Dancing with the Stars, eliminated in week 1 in 2007. Did you remember that?
No.
She was on the 2009 season of America's Next Top Model. So that is Josie Maran. Shout out to you. Call us.
The only time I ever watched America's Next Top Model is when my boss called and was like, oh my God, one of our sweatshirts is on the show.
Really?
Yeah.
This must have been, was this like when you worked at the t-shirt shop, or is this like recent?
Yeah.
What sweatshirt made it?
It was just like a red hoodie that said Durango on it.
Ooh, who wore it? Tyra Banks herself?
One of the contestants.
Oh, all right. Well, was it like sweatshirt week on America's Next Top Model?
It was like when they were like living when they were in their like house or whatever.
I don't know. I've never seen it, so I can't like confirm or deny.
Like I said, I only watched it that one time, and I was like, oh yeah, that's totally our print.
And you probably just like saw like that scene. You probably didn't like watch the rest of the episode, right?
And then I went back to like whatever else I was really gonna watch that night.
You went back to watching Yes Dare reruns on TBS.
Actually, I probably went back to watching like The Big Bang Theory or something.
Shout out to Jim Parsons. All right. Are you ready, girl? Are you ready for the top 3 song in America the week of April 4th, 1998?
Okay.
I don't even know this song. I know the singer, but I don't remember this. Eric Clapton's My Father's Eyes. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
What was it? Like, what was the melody like? What was it? What was it about?
I don't, like, you can look it up on YouTube, dude.
You know what? I thought about that pre-podcast, and I was like, I don't even care. Like, I'm going to just check with Kat first just to see if she knows it. And if she does, then I'll check it out, but I don't know.
Eric Clapton, My Father's Eyes.
Okay. I know the song he did with Babyface and Tears in Heaven, and The White Room that he did with Cream, and Layla, You Got Me on Your Knees, Layla, and that's about it, really. Like, I'm not a big Eric Clapton fan. I'm not gonna lie. Was this from like the Powder soundtrack or something?
Oh, I don't know. Here's a live version.
Okay, can we play that on this podcast?
I don't know.
I would say you nix it, and we'll just like direct our fans to YouTube. That way we don't get the.
Yeah, just like Google it, guys.
We've already got our YouTube account deleted for, I don't know, copyright material. So we're trying to fight that.
Because people were pissy that they weren't like, it wasn't actually the Garfield Halloween special.
All right, Are you ready for the number 2 song in America, the week of April 4th, 1998?
Wait, hold on. You keep skipping songs.
No,
Okay, number 5 was...
Paula Cole. Number 4 was BSB.
Okay.
Number 3 was Eric Clapton, and now we're on number 2.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I missed something somehow.
Go back to like basic math, girl.
Dude, I was an English major for a reason.
Exactly. Me too. I was not an English major, but I just felt like saying it. All right, you ready for number 2?
I carry a calculator with me at work for a reason. Yes, what's number 2?
I know you love this song. I kind of like it too, but I'm not a huge fan of the band, but I like the song. Truly, Madly, Deeply by Savage Garden.
Oh my god, 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 I love that song. I love Savage Garden so much. Oh my god.
Is this Chica Cherry Cola? Is this that song? Or is that a different song?
No. Truly, Madly, Deeply is I Would Stand With You by a Mountain.
Oh, yeah. I would
It's
stand
that one.
with you by a mountain.
You by a mountain.
What is Chica Cherry Cola then? What song is that?
It's Chica Cherry Cola.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking this was. I don't know.
Oh my god, no, that's totally different. Oh my god.
Did you ever read the comic book Savage Dragon? I used to always confuse Savage Dragon and Savage Garden.
Really? Like, okay, not gonna lie, for the longest time, like, before, like, I realized the band was doing that Savage Garden was the band who did Truly Madly Deeply, every time, like, Mariah would be like, oh yeah, Savage Garden, I thought she meant, like, some metal band.
Oh, like
I was like, why would I listen to a metal band?
Like Rammstein or something?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Like someone who toured with Marilyn Manson that year. I think Marilyn Manson was big this year.
Yeah, somebody who was like hanging out with Marilyn Manson or just something I would not actually listen to.
So I think 1998. I think that was the year that Marilyn Manson and Hole toured together. So maybe the metal version of Savage Garden would have opened for them.
Maybe.
Yeah. So who knows? Are you ready for the number 1 song in America, the week of April 4th, 1998, the Lord's year?
I'm ready.
The year that we were in probably 10th? Yeah, I think we were in 10th grade at this point. We're in 10th grade.
April 1998. Yes, we were in the 10th grade. I was still living in New Jersey.
Yeah, you were a Jersey girl still. We were probably watching Sunset Beach. We were like rushing home to watch.
Yes, we were like obsessed with Sunset Beach still.
Meg Cummins. I don't know. Like watch her get finger banged by Ben Evans.
Like if we could have made like ridiculous fan music videos back in 1998, that's what we would have been doing.
And I think that you would have done a fan video of Sunset Beach to this song, My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion.
Yes. Oh my God, that would have been Ben and Meg 100%.
Yes, you would have had like, I don't know, hot pics of like Meg, I don't know, falling off the pier.
Oh my God.
And then, I don't know, like looking over the sunset at Ben Evans and, I don't know, like seeing we see the darker side where he like, where she sees the fake blood, which is really just like paint that Annie planted in the room, the locked room.
Yes. Oh my God.
We have to revisit.
Oh my God.
We have to revisit Sunset Beach again. I think we're overdue for a
teenage us. We're such dorks.
It's okay. If you're new to the podcast, we're just like huge, giant fucking nerds over this like long forgotten soap opera called Sunset Beach, which is on the air for like 3 years, from like 1997 to 2000.
3 years.
And we're like, there's like 100 people in the world who like know the show, and we're 2 of them.
Yes, and that's like how we became friends, is through this soap opera when we were teenagers.
We found each other as teenagers in a Sunset Beach chat room on AOL, and we were like, we both liked Ben and Meg and Annie, I think. So we're like, ooh yeah, let's be friends.
Yeah. So
and here we are today doing a podcast.
Here we are, almost how many years later, and we're still friends.
20 years. Yeah, like this is 20 years.
Over 20 years.
Well, this Backstreet Boys music video goes back 20 years. So here we go. Here we go now. All right.
Oh my God.
That is the top 5 songs in America the week of April 4th, 1998. Do you agree? Do you agree that that is a very good representation of April 1998? Does that take you back? Take you back to 10th grade?
The only thing that could be... Actually, no, it's perfect. Maybe some Matchbox 20. But that's probably in the top 10.
Oh, well, I think Matchbox 20 was like more like 1997-ish, I think. I think that was like when they were like riding the wave. And they're kind of like on the...
No, I feel like this is right before 3 a.m. became really big.
You could be right. I don't know. I just remember being like a freshman and listening to Matchbox 20 and Third Eye Blind. I used to always confuse the two, even though Third Eye Blind is the far superior band.
What?
Who just released a new album, Third Eye Blind. Yeah, they're still going strong.
So is Matchbox 20.
I just listened to it on Apple Music the other day. I've seen them in concert, girl. Longtime fan, Non-Dairy Crema, shout out to that song. And Semi-Charmed Life, so I don't know. Let's have a fight. Want to do a all right, you ready?
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Okay. We'll skip it. We'll skip a game.
No.
I have another game prepared, so.
Oh, God.
Shall we do it? Shall we get into the music video that is Everybody, Backstreet's Back, All Right? The Joseph Kahn directed music video. Are you familiar with Joseph Kahn?
Only not really.
All right, he's a Korean-American film and music video director. He's worked with a number of artists like Jennifer Lopez, Lady Gaga, our gal pal, Kylie Minogue, Taylor Swift, your gal pal, Shakira, Aaliyah, Dr. Dre, Kelly Clarkson, and
Kelly.
The list goes on. The list goes on. And he's also done movies. He did the movie Neuromancer, which I don't know about, and Bodied? I guess his film career is a little less desirable than his music video career.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He's up there. Oh, he also won a Grammy for Eminem's Without Me music video, which also won the VMA that year, which was in 2003. So, ooga. Shout out to him. So, I don't know. He had one wild idea, and he decided to do a music video with the Backstreet Boys in which their like bus breaks down in front of like a haunted house.
Yeah, so like they're obviously supposed to be like on tour, and their bus breaks down and they go into this creepy mansion because that's what you do.
Yeah, this is like,
that's just like what people apparently do is you find a creepy mansion and you crash there for the night, and then it's like, oh god, this is creepy.
Yeah, it's like musical Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, it's like a low-key like take on all those old Hollywood movies where it's like, oh, we'll just stay the night in this weird creepy castle that's suddenly here in the middle of Ohio.
All right, you want to hear a hot scoop about this?
Oh god,
about this castle or house or whatever.
Yeah.
The video takes place in the same house that was used in the 1995 movie Casper with Christina Ricci and Devon Sawa. Well, like Devon Sawa was in it for like 10 seconds, but this was like Devon Sawa's claim to fame.
Yeah, this is like where young girls first fell in love with him.
Yeah, this was Casper was the movie that launched like a billion women into like womanhood. Oh, not like women, but like a billion like 13-year-olds into like womanhood.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna lie, like Casper came out and like the next Monday in school, all the girls were talking about how cute the guy was who played like non-dead Casper.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like that was also like my like awakening because that same like as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh, that's what Devon Sawa looks like. I went out and I went to CVS, bought some like hydrogen peroxide, and I bleached my hair and I grew it out just like Devon Sawa because I wanted to be a dreamboat. I wanted the attention.
Oh, Patrick.
So shout out to Awakenings, Sexual Awakenings in 1995. And then like it was what was the movie like they briefly show like his butt cheek. It was like now and then.
That's a good movie too.
Yeah, and you know what? Shout out to Devon Sawa today. Like I still follow him on Twitter. I still follow him. He's funny. He's like a funny grown adult. Mm-hmm. He was also on the show Nikita. Did you ever watch Nikita on the CW?
I feel like I started watching it and then I just like stopped.
It got better. Like it started off kind of wonky, but it got better when like Devon Sawa was brought in. So ooga.
Or I might be getting it confused with some other like spy girl show.
Well, this had Maggie Q.
That means nothing to me.
She's the Asian American actress who is also a Bond girl.
Nothing that rings a bell.
All right. Well, this weekend when Kat has like a free hour, we're gonna make her watch.
Okay, you know what? That's it. I'm starting like a side cast where I watch all this stuff that people are like, "Kat, you have to watch," and then I'm gonna be like, "This is why I'm not watching this crap."
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lock you in the Lost brainwashing room, like the Dharma hatch,
the Swan Station or something.
And it's gonna be Jessica Jones, Nikita, Stranger Things, and I'll find something else to throw in there.
Heather had like 3 suggestions today, and then Joe dropped in on some too.
Ooh, Joe. Tell me about Joe. Joe, the fan of the podcast? Joe, who doesn't really listen to the show?
Yes, Joe is my buddy from college.
Yeah, is he the one who like follows our podcast but doesn't actually, he like replies to our tweets but doesn't actually listen to us?
Yeah, but now he started listening to us.
Oh, what's his hot take on on our show? I need to know. Joe, if you're hearing this, tweet us at Very Podcast and let us know what you think.
Yeah, tell Patrick what you think.
Yeah, tell me what does he say to you?
I don't remember right now.
All right. Well, it couldn't have been that bad because you would have told me. Unless
I would have told you. It would have been like, Joe fucking hates us.
Unless he like thinks I'm like truly horrible, but I feel like you would tell me that.
I would. Yeah. I would because I'm apparently a huge bitch.
Yeah. Kat's been called a bitch on the internet.
I'm an intimidating bitch, so
she's waiting for someone to like call me out on the internet. So it's coming. My day is coming. We know it is.
They attack me first though, because it's easier to attack a woman.
Yeah, hashtag me too. That's all I have to say. All right.
Okay.
Let's get back to the Everybody music video. Take us into this world, Kat Halstead, the author, queen of books.
Okay, so it's actually really colorful considering it definitely goes for a more old movie, Universal monster movie kind of feel, but it's got that pop and 90s color.
It kind of reminds me, it has like a lot of weird styles. It kind of like reminds me of like Beetlejuice in a way.
I see that. I totally see that.
I see like definitely elements of Beetlejuice where it's like a combo of like scary and, I don't know, funny, I guess, comical.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a parody in a way of Thriller.
And I mean, let's be real, Thriller was not scary.
No, it wasn't. The scariest thing about Thriller is Vincent Price's rap.
What was that? Ola Ray, hey Ola Ray. Was that the girl on the...
Oh, no, not the Michael Jackson voice again. Oh, dude, I'm going to have to take a Tylenol PM to sleep tonight now. Thanks.
All right, listen to like the very first music video we ever did, which was Thriller, in which I do a lot of Michael Jackson voices that up.
They haunt my dreams. Oh.
They do. Apparently I'm not allowed to do them again, but...
It makes my skin crawl.
I believe you're when I did the Michael Jackson voice, you're like, oh my God, I didn't know we were going to do voices tonight. I'm a man of surprises. But we were like early in the podcast, so you like yet to know like how surprising I was.
That's true. Yeah. Things were a lot different back then.
Yes. The early days when we had like wonky equipment and I don't know, we talked slower. We didn't have a rapport down.
We talked slower. I had somebody to bring me cocktails.
Where's Bruce the intern to refreshen my drink right now?
Yeah, where is this Bruce the intern?
All right. Shall we take a Bruce break and let's go refreshing our cocktails?
Yeah, actually.
All right. We're going to play the Price is Right theme song while I go refreshing my cocktail. Ooga. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you for bringing me some Winkin' Owl Merlot.
That's what you got?
Thirsty.
Bruce just brought me LaCroix.
Yeah. Shout out to Aldi's, our future sponsor of the podcast, for Winkin' Owl Merlot. It's like $3. It's like the $3 chuck of like a shitty grocery chain.
No.
Did you freeze on me? You frozen? Frozen in time?
Your intern hung up on me.
Yes, sorry. Hot scoop. Bruce the intern. He managed to refill my wine, but he tripped over the Ethernet cord and ruined our podcast. So I don't know. I'm gonna edit out the odd blank moments, but
yeah,
I just want the audience to know that
I kept recording. I was just like, God damn it.
There's been like 7 million of silence. We were frozen. We were disconnected.
Sounds good.
I'll take away one of his college credits. He won't graduate on time. You have to go another semester. Maybe you have to do like a class with a lab to make up for it. You have to do like A&P or something. Anatomy and Phys. Sorry, Bruce. Oh, he just like did that little like talk to the hand move to me.
Oh, really, Bruce? You better be glad you're with Patrick and not with me.
Oh, would you slap him? Would you bitch slap Bruce into oblivion?
No, but apparently I'm mean and evil.
Oh, yeah. Kat Hall said, the mean podcast host. Bitch of the internet. Just kidding. She's queen of books.
Well, you know.
Buy her books. Read them and weep.
So, yeah.
But she's beloved. She's a beloved and famous podcast host. You, I don't know, you have fans. You definitely have fans out there.
I know I've got some haters.
Yeah, you got a few. I know of like 3. I know of like 3. When they eventually, they're coming at you like Game of Thrones style. They're gonna like slash your throat. And then I'll be alone and I'll have to get January Jones on the show. And I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what the podcast will turn into? It might become boring because maybe January Jones doesn't have a personality. She might have like a fun Instagram.
Can she talk about classic TV and be sassy and snarky?
I don't know. January Jones, if you're out there and you're listening to this, tweet us at Very Podcast and let us know. And bring me some Taco Bell.
Patrick would lose his shit if January Jones tweeted us.
Game over. I would like legit think we were like Jan and I would be like friends. I'm like, oh my god, like we know each other so well. She liked to tweet.
Yeah.
She did the smiley face emoji to me. But she's coming. The day that the January Jones and Patrick M. Dunn regime is coming soon.
You would freak out more than I do when Dream Man likes my tweets.
Oh yeah, shout out to Dream Man. I'll bleep that part out.
Oh God.
I have a hot scoop for you. So, if are you familiar with my other podcast, Red, Wine, and Mystery Stories?
Yeah, sort of.
All right. So I told my co-host on that, Jill Buck, I told her who Dream Man was. Is that all right? Because she asked. She wanted to know who Dream Man was, so I told her. And she agreed with you. She said that he was very attractive, and she wanted to pet his dogs. And by dogs, I mean penis.
It's not just that he's attractive. It's his personality.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like he's great. I would hang out with him in an instant. I would also pet his dog. Which may or may not be a euphemism for penis.
Like, actually, I kind of forgot who he was at first and, like, why I was following him. And then I was like, oh, hello.
Yeah, shout out to Tito and Dogbert. Is that his other dog's name?
Mm-hmm.
Cutest dogs alive, besides my dog. And your dog. All right, where are we?
Hot scoop, the pecan pie M&Ms are delicious.
All right, where are we in the Everybody music video? I think we just talked about, like, the colors. Shall we break down the characters, I guess?
Yeah, it's like, honestly, when you get down to it, it's a really simple music video. All the boys kind of get like their moment as a monster
to shine.
This was actually a concept the boys came up with themselves.
Oh.
When they were on a tour bus one night, they were like, oh, what if we got to be monsters?
Oh, very
like those old Hollywood movies.
What do you think,
Which, if you think about it, that's exactly what guys that age would think.
Yeah, I mean, legitimately, I would, like, think of that right now. Like, if I was 30, whatever age I am right now, I'd be like, hey,
You're 36!
I'm gonna do a monster mash up of classic Universal monsters. The only thing, like, I was very disappointed there wasn't a Creature of the Black Lagoon in this. I would have loved a Creature of the Black Lagoon.
I mean, to be fair, though, Kevin's, like, Mr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde has that, like, kind of scaly, fishy thing going on.
Oh, yeah, maybe, like, confused Jekyll and Hyde and the Creature of the Black Lagoon. Like, he's like, you know what? I've never seen either of those two movies.
In the making of the video, they said they wanted that to be a very 90s thing. I don't know how that's a 90s thing, but
I don't ever recall seeing any black lagoons in the 90s, so maybe like we ran out of lagoons that were black, so
yeah,
no more creatures, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like I walk into Target and it's like the 90s now, but who knows?
Oh yeah. You saw like a Peg Bundy toy at the.
Or not even that, like the ladies' fashion section is like stuff I would have worn in the 90s.
So shout out to Jordan Catalano and Angela Chase making a comeback. Maybe we'll get a gritty My So-Called Life reboot, even though My So-Called Life was gritty anyway, but a grittier. Who would play the new Angela? Who do you think it would be?
Rowan Blanchard.
Oh, I was gonna say the girl from Everybody Sucks, like the one who played like the lead girl. I feel like she could pull it off.
She was like the worst part of that show.
Oh really? I kind of liked her.
Yeah.
But if they did a My So-Called Life, like would it be today, or do you think they have to go back to the 90s?
I think you could do it today But it would be very different because you'd be dealing with all the crap today.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't watch it if it like took place today. But if it took place in the 1990s, I'd be into it because like we get to hear like Space Hog. In the meantime, maybe some Silverchair.
But yeah,
and we get to see like those throwback teens wearing the Doors shirts. Remember when that was cool? Like all the teens wear the Doors t-shirts.
Or remember like when everybody just started wearing those t-shirts that had like the star on them?
Oh yeah, the star. What was the star? I don't think I ever understood what it was.
I don't know. I think it was just like something easy that some designer put on a shirt, and then everybody had to have it.
I remember the Bush T-shirt that was like the MASH logo. Instead of like the star, it was like pot leaves.
And then you get in trouble for wearing it to school.
I did, and like no one said anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Today, people would say stuff.
Oh, yeah, like it would be like a scandal. It would be like a Facebook scandal.
Because you know what? Back then, you'd have people who totally didn't know that's what that was.
That is true. I feel like 90s adults were clueless.
But they just didn't, like, freak out over everything.
Yeah, well, because I think 90s adults were like, their parents were like Betty Draper.
Yeah.
So it was like a different world. Like they just did like a different parenting style. That's how we now have like the helicopter moms. Like the people that are our age that are moms are like fucking horrible. They're fucking horrible parents. Let's be real.
They're crazy.
Yeah, they're fucking absolutely crazy.
They're crazy.
So like the next like 2 generations of kids are going to be fucking 10,000 maniacs. Shout out to Natalie Merchant. All right. Where are we in this music video? I think we got to get to it. I'm sorry, podcast listeners who came here for like us talking about Nick Carter and Howie and Kevin and AJ and Brian.
He's totally reading off the list, you guys. He doesn't know these names by heart.
I am, because I can't. The only name I know is Nick. I'm not gonna lie.
It's Nick, Brian, Kevin, AJ, and Howie.
Oh yeah, I almost said Aaron, but that's Nick Carter's younger bro.
Yeah, who's a total mess.
Who also beat Shaq in basketball.
Yeah.
In a dream.
I was also like basically stalking Hillary Duff.
Yeah. Shout out to Hillary Duff. Where are you? Come on the show. Call us.
I love you, Hillary Duff.
I feel bad that you had to be like on Seventh Heaven for like a season, but different strokes, different folks.
So they're all different monsters. Kevin is like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with like weird mermaid scales like on his face or something, which has never made sense to me.
It kind of reminded me of like Two-Face from Batman Forever in a way, like the Tommy Lee Jones lead.
It was more like a Two-Face than a... Like, I kind of get the idea of what they were doing, but when I was like 16, 17 watching this video, I was like, this doesn't make sense.
I mean, it looked cool. Like, music videos like is all about looking cool. It's not about...
I mean, it's a really cool looking video. Like, the colors, the dance.
There's no message in this, let's be real.
There's not. It's them getting to dress up like monsters and be goofy.
This is not like Soul Asylum Runaway Train where there's like missing teens.
Yeah, it's not heavy like that. You get, who is it? Howie as a vampire.
Yeah, a Dracula.
Howie was the Wolfman.
No. Brian was the Wolfman.
Oh.
All right, so Howie as the Dracula, he kind of reminded me of Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka. Like, I don't know, like he didn't have like a Dracula look to me. He had like the weird 2000s version of Willy Wonka to me. And like a part of me was like, I wonder if like Tim Burton saw this music video and was like, ooh, I like that Luke. And like, you know what? This music video is like, as I already said, like the Beetlejuice connection. Like it's very like Tim Burton-ish in a way too.
It is. Like
if you told me that Tim Burton directed it, I would have said, oh yeah, I see it. But he didn't. It was
yeah.
Who did I say it was? I forget.
Kevin Kahn.
Oh, Joseph Kahn. Not to be confused with the Wrath of Khan.
Okay, and then Nick's a mummy. Brian's the Wolfman, and then what is AJ?
The Phantom of the Opera?
Oh. Okay, see, what? You could be any freaking monster and you're the Phantom of the Opera? Really?
The weird, like, they did, like, weird makeup effects, so, like, it made them, like, their hair look weird, so...
Yeah.
I think it was AJ. AJ looked like he was, like, prematurely balding, but, like, he wasn't really, like, balding like that, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I was, like, weird. Like, I, like, wrote in my notes, I was, like, was AJ prematurely balding? I don't remember him not having hair, but I don't know.
No.
Trying to remember. Was AJ the one... was like the first one that went to rehab?
Yes.
Was that AJ? Okay.
Yeah, that was
I remember
AJ.
It was like the year 2000. The year 2000. I was like walking into Dunkin' Donuts.
No, it's 2001.
Okay, 2001. I was like walking into Dunkin' Donuts one morning. And when they had like the old style like newspaper thing where you put the quarter and you get the newspaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They had the Boston Globe had a picture of AJ on it was like a cover story, and it took up the whole front page. It was like, this is like definitely like a pre 9/11 America. This is probably August 2001.
Yeah.
So it was like, ooh, AJ, a Backstreet Boy, going to rehab. And it was like front page news.
Our innocent world.
And I just remember like swooning. Like I almost fainted at Dunkin' Donuts. They had to like pick me up off the floor. Different times.
Yeah, it was a totally different world. I remember like being like obsessively watching MTV back then too.
Oh, like MTV News, like on the hour updates.
And then like the Backstreet Boys went on TRL to talk about and be like, we support AJ, and you know, all that spin.
This was like a scandal. Like now, like it'd be like Demi Lovato, like just overdosed. Like we're just like, oh, like we go on with our day.
We're like, okay.
Yeah, like it's Yahoo front page news, but we go on with our day. We go to Aldi's and buy Wink and Owl wine.
Like the stands will freak out on Twitter, but whatever. It's like, okay. Like, I mean, Ben Affleck's back in rehab.
Yeah. Did you see like the hot pics?
Second time this year.
Did you see the hot pics of like Jennifer Garner like taking him to rehab?
Jennifer, she's a good woman.
Yes. Shout out to Jennifer Garner, friend of the show, definitely a gal pal.
Oh yeah, 100% a gal pal.
Yeah, and on September 7th, I will be going to see the Peppermint movie just to support her because she is amazing. 13 going on 30. Alias.
Daredevil.
Juno. Yeah, like I don't know. What else is she in? This is the part of the podcast where we just name Jennifer Garner roles.
That movie, what was it? Love, Simon.
Yeah.
Her and Josh Duhamel were awesome in that.
Yeah, she's aging graciously. Gracefully? How do you say that? Like, what is the correct?
Gracefully.
I'm sorry.
Like I am.
She's amazing. I want her to come back as Sydney Bristow. I feel like we are ready for a Sydney Bristow.
You know what? I need her and Bradley Cooper to do a movie together.
Oh, yeah. Like, her and Bradley Cooper were in a showmance on Alias, briefly, maybe?
Like, his character was, like, in love with hers and, like, never really happened, and then he died.
It was an unrequited love, though.
Mm-hmm. I was so mad when they killed him off. I was so mad.
Yeah, well, I think, like, they just wanted to cut off, like, the tertiary characters, because they also got rid of, like, her, like, roommate. Her roommate got offed and cloned.
They, like, realized they needed to get rid of, like, that part of Sydney's life to move forward.
Yeah, shout out to the Romaldi Cube. Come back to us, Alias. We're waiting for you. All right. Tomorrow morning, if you woke up and you heard the news of an Alias reboot, what would you do? What would the first thing you would do?
Oh my god, we're psychic.
And you better tweet me and say, like, tweet me the link, like the deadline or the variety report.
I would be like, Patrick!
It's coming. I have a feeling it's coming. And I don't want to see some, like, young bitch playing Sydney Bristow. I want Jennifer Garner back in the role that made her famous. Where are we? I keep saying this, but...
Okay, so you can't, like, you're going to be editing this and be like, what the F is wrong with me?
Well, this is part of the podcast, though. Like, It's Side Topic Sunday here at the podcast, even though it's Thursday.
They each get their little vignette. What's his face? Howie gets to be all romantic with the supermodel. Who, I'm sorry, she can't be that big of a supermodel if I don't know who she is.
Yeah, it's...
Like, when I think supermodel, I think, like... big major names. Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, Tyra Banks, Christy Turlington, like those are Christy Brinkley, like those are supermodels.
Yeah, she's just a model.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Josie Marin though, she apparently as we mentioned, she apparently has like a filmography, so I don't know, good for her, I guess. She tried. Like she was trying.
I guess. Like a lot of models try to act, doesn't mean they should act.
Yeah, I don't know, like, maybe she thought this was going to be her claim to fame, but it didn't work. I mean, like, she was beautiful still. Like, it wasn't like she was, like, oogly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, maybe this is just the wrong role for her. Maybe she shouldn't have played a companion in Howie's vignette.
Maybe. But yeah, so they all get their little vignettes. Howie gets to, like, seduce her with his vampire ways.
Yeah, he bites her neck. Turns into the bride of Dracula.
Nick gets to dance around in a mummy costume.
Can we talk about that? I just want to talk about, like, they were, like, really trying to sell, like, this is, like, early in the Backstreet Boys' career. And, like, they're trying to sell them as, like, sex symbols at this point, I'm gathering. Like, male sex symbols.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we get very little... like face and body of them. Like it's just the weirdest thing. Like, you know, like if you're trying to sell them as a sex symbol, this should have been their like 6th or 7th music video, maybe not their like 2nd or 3rd. Like that's my hot take. That's my hot take on it.
Yeah, I'm thinking like they did have the shirts open in the dance sequence, in the ballroom dance sequence. They had those shirts that only button like the two or three buttons.
That is true. But
the like puffy type shirts.
But like the like early like 19th century garb.
Yeah, like the romance bodice ripper type cover. Fabio shirts.
Like something Fabio would wear.
Honestly, like how is like here's how you can tell the guys got to pick their own characters. Howie's the vampire. Howie's the sexy one in this. Can we be real? Howie's not that one of the group.
Nick Carter was the breakout star of the Backstreet Boys, let's be real. Mm-hmm. And he's like head to toe a majority of the video in a mummy costume. His body is completely wrapped. He looks like very like bloated because of like the ace bandage wrap that they like wrapped him in. Mm-hmm. So it's not like you get to see like his like physique. And even like his hair looks kind of weird because he like definitely like covered part of his face, so like his hair was kind of messy too.
Yeah, they like cover part of his, and then like there's hair sticking out.
Yeah, it was a hot mess like for him. Like, do you think like maybe they thought that Howie was going to be like the sex symbol at this point? Like, what is your hot take on this?
I feel like they had to have known that like Brian and Nick were kind of like the top two.
Yeah, well, all right. Isn't Brian Luttrell isn't he like a tertiary relative of the Wahlbergs?
He's like Nick's cousin.
Oh, or is that just like a hot rumor?
Hold on, or no, he's not Nick's. He's like who is? Oh, hold on.
Okay, so like he's like.
I'm gonna Google this. Brian.
I always thought Brian Luttrell was like somehow connected to the Wahlberg clan.
No, I don't know why you thought that.
I don't know.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. My Backstreet Boys trivia is a little shaky.
Oh, want to hear a hot scoop about Brian Luttrell that I never knew?
Oh, he's cousins with Kevin Richardson.
Oh, okay. I always thought he was like partially related to the Wahlbergs, but because he kind of has that look.
He's from Lexington, Kentucky.
Do you want to hear a hot scoop about Brian Luttrell?
Okay, give it to me.
Brian Luttrell was born with a heart murmur for which he had corrective open heart surgery in 1998.
You never knew that?
I never knew that. The most like Backstreet Boys-ish thing I've ever done in my life was this podcast, like talking about the Backstreet Boys.
Okay, so you admit it, you're really team NSYNC.
I mean, I know more about NSYNC, and I know more NSYNC songs than Backstreet Boys, which leads me to my fun game. Do you want to play my fun game?
Okay.
All right.
I'm a little scared.
It's not the good son scenario. It's not a fuck, marry, kill. This is called...
Oh, no, I'm really scared.
This is called Long and Thick. You ready? Who do you think has the bigger penis? Nick Carter or Justin Timberlake?
Nick.
Nick, do you? All right. I'm going to agree with you. I feel like if Justin Timberlake had the bigger penis, we would have seen it by now. And we have yet to see it. But we have yet to see Nick's, from what I know. But
exactly.
I don't know. Nick is hiding it for us for a rainy day. He's going to unleash it upon the world. How many inches do you think it is?
I don't know.
7? Do you think he's a 7-inch club?
I don't know. I think 7. Do you think he's girthy? It's been a very long time since I put any thought into Nick Carter's penis.
We'll save it for another day. We'll play the Nick Carter penis game again. Long and thick.
Alrighty then.
This has been a hot night. All right. All right. What else can we talk about? Do you have any other Backstreet Boys scoops? Do you have any other thoughts on this music video? Can we talk about the werewolf costume?
Yes, let's talk about the werewolf costume.
It's a very poor man's werewolf costume. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It looks like they just found like a Dolly Parton wig at CVS, like around Halloween time, cut off some strands and just like Elmer glued it to his face.
It's not that bad. You make it sound like this was done for like $10 in some kid's backyard or something.
I mean, it wasn't, but it's not a great werewolf. Let's be real.
They're very 90s in the costume, I think is the best way to put it. It's like a 90s interpretation of a Universal monster movie type thing.
Yeah, like someone went to like that Universal monster movie ride at like Universal Studios and like, ooh, like the monsters playing guitars.
That's what that looks like. Or like they've only ever seen like one sketch.
Yeah, they had that. Didn't they do like Universal Studios did that like monster rock thing or something? It was like all the...
Oh, yes.
They saw that and they were like, ooh, this is the cool monsters and let's get our like...
Yeah.
And you know what? It has an Orlando connection because maybe like they went to that ride. The Backstreet Boys went to that ride.
Yes, you know what? That's it. They probably like worked on that show back in the day when they were like teens.
Yeah, they were hot teens and
then
their whole life was ahead of them and they went on
back with Joey Fatone or something.
Yeah. Joey Fatone. He's still there. He's still there on Universal Studios a lot, voicing
Joey
Family
Feud. And I'm still mad at you for canceling on Comic-Con. I was totally going to go.
Yeah. He had things to do. He had to be the announcer on Family Feud with Steve Harvey.
I don't know. He's up to all kinds of stuff.
What was he going to Comic-Con for?
He was going to do a signing and stuff. A meet and greet. He's going to do the Comic-Con here in Colorado Springs. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going. As soon as I saw that. And then I checked again to see if like anybody else cool got added besides the Revenge of the Nerds cast. And then he canceled. I was like, and then I saw the Green Ranger was going to be there. And I was like, no, I can't spend $50 to meet the Green Ranger.
Which, Tommy, the Green Ranger?
Yeah.
What's he look like now? Does he still have his long hair?
I don't know, because I didn't go.
He doesn't. I wonder if he still has his long hair.
No, it's short now.
Oh, I don't want to meet him then.
It's been short since then.
Oh, yeah.
It's been short since, like, his days when he did Undressed on MTV.
Grow your hair back, and then we'll go see you at Comic-Con. What was the one that Luke Perry went to? Like, we almost went to it.
Denver.
Oh, Denver. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just, like, a quick, like, car ride for you, but that is, like, at least like airfare for me with a layover somewhere.
Yeah.
So you know what happened. You know I don't do layovers.
Like, dude, we gotta do something.
Jennifer Garner Fest or PaceyCon coming soon. PaceyCon.
Okay, that's right. We got PaceyCon 2019 coming up this spring. Obviously,
there's a lot going at PaceyCon this year. We're going to talk about season 3 or 4 of The Affair. What else has Joshua Jackson been up to lately? Is he getting married?
Oh, we got that whole, like, Mighty Ducks thing coming up, you know.
So there's a lot going on at PaceyCon this year. So this is going to be the busiest PaceyCon yet. And I think it's the first.
Yeah, it's going to be the greatest PaceyCon ever.
And I think it's the first, too, right?
We are such dorks.
Any last-minute hot scoops on the Backstreet Boys Everybody music video, even though we really didn't talk about it? It was just us, like, kind of, like, gabbing about 90s culture.
Here's the thing. The lyrics of the song. Am I original? Yeah. Am I the only one? Yeah. Am I sexual? Yeah. Am I everything you need? You better rock your body now. Like, those are the lyrics to this song.
It's like a checklist of things. Am I this? Am I that? If we have to break down the lyrics, they're not great. Let's be real. We're
going to bring the flavor, show you how.
They're memorable, though.
I got a question for you. Better answer now. Like, okay. Like, it's not my favorite Backstreet Boys song, I'm going to be honest. And I feel like the video doesn't fit the song.
What is your favorite Backstreet Boys song? Let's get to it. Let's get down.
Ooh.
Can I tell you mine?
Yes.
We'll start with me. The only one that I actually like kind of liked was I Want It That Way.
Oh, I love that one, but I also love Shape of My Heart.
Is that off Black and Blue?
Mm-hmm.
That was like later years, BSB.
Later years. Hello, the Backstreet Boys are still making music.
Yeah, they're touring. They tour with NKOTB, like the next generation.
Okay, they have done a tour with New Kids on the Block. They also did a tour with New Kids on the Block, Boys to Men, and I think there was one where it was like New Kids, BSB, and 98 Degrees.
Ooh, 98 Degrees.
Yeah.
Nick Lachey.
I love me some 98 Degrees.
Is it Nicholas Shea or Nick Lachey?
Dork.
A very important question that we learned on what was it? What was the show on MTV with Jessica?
Newlyweds.
Yeah, Newlyweds. It's been a hot minute. I totally erased that from my mind.
That's been way
until right
like
now.
there are times I like totally forget that they were ever married.
I know. Shout out to no shout out to Jessica Simpson, but shout out to Ashley Simpson, who I like a lot more for some reason. I don't know why either.
Pieces of me.
Yes.
I love her album, actually.
Yeah, it's fun. I still listen to it. The song about an alley cat.
I do too.
I related more with Ashley Simpson, and she was on like the new Melrose Place. So, ooga! Shout out to her. Shout out to that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I am really excited about next week. Are you excited about next week's episode?
Yes, because I just remember and I didn't even have to pull out my planner.
All right, so we're gonna stay out of format for a little while. We're going to venture back into something that we love to venture back into every now and then. Book club. This is where we listen to an audiobook because we don't have time to read, but we listen to an audiobook of something that was prominent in our youth.
God, you make us sound so ridiculous that we can't read a kid's book.
I don't get the time though. Like I'd rather just have someone like read it to me and it takes like an hour and a half.
But you know what? To be fair, like it's kind of hard to find digital or even print copies of these books.
Yes, so I did some like searching on the internet, on the YouTubes, And I found the first book in the series of the Boxcar Children. So we're going to listen to the audiobook of the first Boxcar Children book, in which the Boxcar Children are rescued from a boxcar and solve a mystery. Is that what they did, I think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I hope that's what happened. That's what I remember happening.
I remember the first book. I just remember that one, like when they get like rescued or something, and then they solve a mystery. And then the second book, they go to Surprise Island or something.
Yeah, that they like go on all these weird adventures with the family member that rescued them, who like keeps the boxcar on the property, like for them to play it.
Yeah, because like the first book like really like plays into like the boxcar, and then like in the second book, they're like on like they're in the Caribbean, and it's like, wait, why are they the Boxcar Children?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're on the fucking Caribbean. They're like they should be listened to like they should be the Steel Drum Children.
Yeah, but this is like totally a series that was popular when we were kids.
Yes, and
like I feel like the book series when we were kids, insane as the ones like now. Like they were just there. Like you had the Boxcar Kids or Children or whatever. You had Sweet Valley High. You had Babysitter's Club, Goosebumps. And they were like just little books you get every month from Scholastic or whatever.
Yeah, like a new one came on like every month.
Yeah.
Like,
but now it's like these insane series that are like super thick. I'm like Percy Jackson or Harry Potter or like whatever.
Well, I feel like the authors of today, they probably read those books and then they're like, you know what? Like, I like the idea of a series, but I want there to be like more depth into it. So that's why we have like the Harry Potters.
Except for Twilight, because Twilight's a hot mess.
Yeah, Twilight sucks. Twilight sucks, hashtag. Hashtag Twilight sucks. Sorry, Stephanie Meyer. Not a future guest of the podcast.
Sorry, not sorry.
Not a gal pal. She's added to the not a gal pal list.
Totally not a gal pal.
Yeah, maybe she'll be on the next season of Suits, replacing Katherine Heigl.
Hey, don't replace my gal pal.
You know, Katherine Heigl, she's like tried to do like 11 TV series in the last like 5 years. They all got canceled after one season. So she's like, all right, I'm just going to go on a show that's been around for 10 years. And she goes on Suits. And you know, they will fucking recast her next year.
You know what? Katherine Heigl gets a lot of shit she doesn't deserve. You know what the thing is about Katherine Heigl? She actually stands up for the BS in Hollywood.
All right.
She's like, this isn't right. This is misogynistic. Why the hell are we doing it?
I'll give her that. But I don't know.
And that's why she gets labeled difficult to work with, because she's not going to be here for stupid shit.
All right. You know what? Maybe I'll have maybe you'll like after post podcast you'll give me like an hour slideshow of Katherine Heigl moments, and maybe you will reawaken me to Katherine Heigl. So like maybe next week, like maybe Katherine Heigl will be a gal pal. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen between now and
just go watch 27 Dresses and you will fall in love with her.
All right. Should I just like watch 27 Dresses when this podcast ends? And
yes, exactly.
Right. I've never seen it, but I have seen Roswell. I have seen
Knocked Up.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm sorry, girl. Sorry, I forgot you were in that. So that's what we're doing next week. Hop on a YouTube, search for the Boxcar Children, book 1.
Oh my gosh.
It's like read by a dad to his daughter. Like I was like doing like a little like snooping on this. So like this guy has like a series of YouTube videos in which it's just him reading to his daughter. So
unless it's because he's not allowed to see his daughter, so he posts them on YouTube.
Well, I was like thinking like maybe he died.
Oh my god, why is it always like the most morbid way?
And like now like his daughter just goes on to YouTube and like gets to hear his dad's voice. Ooh, maybe like one day I will die and you will have to go on like YouTube and listen to my voice.
Oh my god, Patrick.
You have to hear me talking about like out of this world and growing pains.
Small wonder.
That's how you remember me. That's how you remember
This is the legacy we are leaving behind.
Will you remember me? I will remember you. Sarah McLachlan, Sad Dog mix. All right. Where can you follow us? Where can you follow our wacky adventures?
Okay, you can follow us on Twitter at Very Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook at A Very Special Podcast, also Tumblr. You can check us out at averyspecialpodcast.com and saltyrockmedia.com.
Yes. And as always,
bye.
Am I sexual?
Oh my god, this is a hot mess.